Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, more good news. Is there only good news coming out of Detroit Lions OTAs right now? I feel like that is the majority of what's happening, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm for it,
Yep.
Chris. I am all for it. Drinking the Kool-Aid. It's the best time of year for Kool-Aid. It's hot. It's summer, and right now we got a
Drink it.
little Jeff Okudah talk. Dan Campbell is feeling good about Okudah. Tell us what are some of the things you heard from him in his press conference recently.
Yep. Had a press conference, said he's very encouraged where Jeff Okudah is in his rehab. And
Yes.
I know it's like good, because
Yes.
it's tough for him because what's he supposed to say? He can't give a timetable. He can't give a date.
Nope.
Like, oh, he'll be back. You can't really say, but you can say like, I feel good. And then he was asked about just injuries in general, and that's been a big thing for us. And we have seen some big injuries and
Yeah.
Achilles and ACLs, and those used to be career enders.
Especially the Achilles.
Achilles was for sure
Oh,
25 years ago, maybe ACL. It's like, I don't know, man. It's a year off. I'm not sure how you get back. But now we've drafted injured guys, 2 injured guys.
yeah.
We've got 2 guys coming back from Achilles. It's just like it's so easy for us to just see him on the field. All right, he'll be back 9 months. There's so much more to it. And
So
so to
much.
hear that Jeff Okudah, again, man, a number 3 overall pick at a huge position of need that you've kind of written off just because I just haven't seen him really I haven't really seen him play. I've
Right.
just written him off, forget he's even on the team at times. And it's like, what if he comes back? What if he comes back healthy? And what if he is on schedule to be at training camp and just really be a part of this defense and the secondary?
Yeah. And I think too, here's the thing about Dan Campbell. While we know that dude can't lie, like
Mhm.
well, I mean, he can, but he's just really bad at it. And he eventually winds around to the truth. The other thing we know about Dan Campbell is he's not going to say things in press conferences that are going to put his players in a compromised position.
Yeah.
So if he's sitting here saying that he's optimistic and he feels good about where Jeff Okudah is in the recovery process, you know what that tells me? He's actually in a really good spot in the recovery process because Dan Campbell's not going to come out here at a press conference and say, dude is recovering so well, when in the background, Jeff Okudah's like, dude, I just had a
Right.
4-month setback. Like that's not going to happen. So, he could have just come and said, hey, we have a plan. We have a plan in place. We're following the plan and we're excited to see him back on the field in the future. Like he could have
Mhm.
easily said that, but instead he chose the route of, I feel good. I feel optimistic. He's doing well. He looks good, feels good. Like that's the kind of things you want to hear. And the transparency that oh my goodness, it makes our life so much easier as we talk about the Detroit Lions because it doesn't feel like we're guessing as much.
No.
We're not guessing. Like there's a routine, there's a pattern as you watch these things, as you watch Dan Campbell talk, what he says actually holds weight, unlike a lot of coaches.
Yes, that dude, it's so nice, and that's what I love about him is he gets it. He gets that. Why do we do press conferences? It's for the fans. It's for understand what's going on. And so yes, you could play that game of just I'm dodge and weave, throw you off the scent, never going to
Yeah.
give you anything, which just I don't understand at all. I mean, who's going to be your starting quarterback? I don't know. I can't tell. It's like Jared Goff. I mean, like you don't think that people know, like our week 1 opponent's not going to know anyway. Just it drives me crazy, and it's so great for us because it just enhances your excitement. You get to
Yep.
know, you're learning, you want to know more. So when we get any quotes from Dan Campbell, yeah, his press conferences are like gold because you're
Yeah.
like, he's literally telling us what's going, like he is going to tell us. So if we get good questions from like the beat writers and stuff, we get great information. And it's
Yeah.
like, to your point, that's the bigger picture really of this is he gives you what he gives you the truth, and he's getting better at like not saying things, just not even talking, or not avoiding it, but like you said, he has a hard time of not just telling you how it is, and it's like,
Yeah.
dude, you can't go wrong with that, dude. Just do it, and I
Yeah, be
appreciate that
honest.
so much. Yep.
Be honest. And also, what is you talking about Jeff Okudah's Achilles and what's actually going on in June? How is that going to hurt you come September?
Oh, and you know that Craig and I are just secretly backhanding Patricia and his just ridiculous. I mean, just in case we weren't clear on who we're talking about, Patricia's just ability
Hey,
to,
there's more coaches than just Patricia doing this, but
yes,
oh my goodness.
he
Like,
was, the thing is,
so
he was so
boring.
boring. He was so bad at it. Like, I think,
Yeah,
Belichick just commits to it so hard that it's like, okay, I get it. But he would
I get
like,
it.
I'm gonna talk for 2 minutes, and I'm not going to say anything. And it's like, well, this has been fun. This is really cool. I thought you
I'm
were going
glad you like
somewhere.
the sound of your voice.
Oh,
You
so
know, and it's just so hard because when you have a team that will allow its coaches to speak and it will allow its players to speak and HBO, Hard Knocks, and these different avenues that we are getting where we get more access to the players, it keeps you more engaged. It keeps the fans engaged. It gives them something to grab onto, to have hope in, and to carry into the season. So they're already invested. You're already loyal. You're ready to go into the season. Whereas before, it's basically like if the product on the field is good, you're invested, but if it's bad, there's nothing else. There's no personalities, there's nothing
oh,
because they wouldn't let you see it. They wouldn't let you behind the curtain, so to speak. And with this team and this regime, I think they understand it. I think that's more of the empowerment of players that they talk about. They want each player to be the best version of themselves that they can be. And that means allowing people to see who they are because there's good dudes. There's good dudes on this team, and it's kind of fun to be able to see those things and allow those personalities to shine. And this is no longer about Jeff Okudah's Achilles, but it's still a good video.
absolutely. And no, you nailed it. I'm so excited to just see our players continue to be themselves
Yeah,
and talk. It's okay to talk. You want to talk, and I mean, they even have like a little podcast thing going on now where they have the like assistant coaches, quality control. Coaches that are able to talk, not even your main guys that they're
right.
putting on Detroit's YouTube, and it's just like cool, man. Like
Yeah.
that's awesome. Let these guys get a little screen time. Let's go. That's great.
And you've been behind the scenes in things like that where it's like, hey, you're very important to what we're doing. Go talk to them. Like,
Mm.
I want people to know who you are because you're important to me. Quality control coach, great. Whatever your role is, like, go talk to the media because, hey, you are a big part of what we're doing here. And I want to make sure you know that as well.
I
That's
mean,
kind of a massive thing.
oh,
That's all I'm saying. Spread the love.
it's like, okay, Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes, they get it. They get
Yeah.
it. So if they get that, they're getting a lot of other things that
Yeah.
the transparency into what they're doing, why it's what everybody wants, and why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
I love it.
They're going to get the attention. They're going to get everything they ever desire if they want it when the Lions win. So let everybody else continue to get their name out there and improve their careers in the process. So,
Absolutely.
all right, I feel good about this one. Jeff Okudah recovering well. That's exciting to hear. I don't know if you heard it here first on Sports Talk Detroit, but you definitely heard it here. Hey, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. We're going to continue talking Lions throughout the summer as we get ready for the regular season, and we will see you on the next one.
See ya.